Think July is too late to plant vegetables? Think again. Across the U.S., smart gardeners know that midsummer is perfect for succession planting, sowing new crops in spaces left after early harvests. Instead of letting beds sit empty, you can enjoy fresh corn, beans, cucumbers, squash, and even leafy greens well into the fall. In this guide, I'll show you exactly what to plant, how to prepare your soil, and how to manage heat, water, and pests so your second crop thrives. Tools and materials overview. Before planting, gather what you need so you don't have to stop halfway. Hand trowel or hoe, for loosening soil and making furrows. Garden fork or shovel, to turn over beds and remove roots of old plants. Sturdy gloves, protect your hands in dry, hot soil. Watering can or soft spray hose, July soil dries fast, even after rain. Compost or aged manure, add 2 to 3 inches to refresh nutrients. Mulch, straw, shredded leaves, or grass clippings to hold moisture and regulate temperature. Mini tool highlight, a lightweight ergonomic cultivator with padded handles makes bed prep easier on wrists and shoulders. Many gardeners over 50 love them because they reduce strain in hot weather. A kneeling pad is also worth it for longer planting sessions. Why succession planting works. When you pull spring crops like peas, spinach, or lettuce, the soil is warm and biologically active. Seeds germinate quickly in July's long days, and many vegetables thrive with the extra heat if given consistent water. Instead of wasting that space, succession planting gives you more produce without expanding your garden. What to plant in July and how. Sweet corn. Choose 70 to 80-day varieties. Many U.S. seed packets list early or mid-season hybrids. Plant in square blocks, not single rows, for proper wind pollination. Space seeds 9 to 12 inches apart in rows 24 to 30 inches apart. Water deeply once or twice per week. Shallow watering stresses roots. Side dress with compost tea or a balanced organic fertilizer when stalks reach knee height. Mulch between rows to hold moisture and reduce weeds. Bush beans and pole beans. Bush beans, direct sow 1 inch deep, 4 inches apart. They mature quickly, ideal for tight spots. Pole beans, plant near trellises, fences, or poles. They climb and yield over a longer period. Harvest often. Beans left too long signal plants to stop producing. Watch for Mexican bean beetles, hand-pick or use lightweight row cover. Cucumbers. Select fast-maturing varieties, 50 to 60 days. Direct seed 12 inches apart in rows 3 feet apart. Keep soil evenly moist, uneven watering leads to bitter fruit. Train vines up trellises for airflow and cleaner fruits. In very hot regions, provide temporary afternoon shade with row cover or a garden umbrella. Zucchini and summer squash. Space plants at least 3 feet apart, good airflow prevents mildew. Feed every 2 to 3 weeks with diluted fish emulsion or compost tea. Harvest zucchini at 6 to 8 inches long for best flavor and continuous production. Use clean snips or shears to avoid tearing stems, which invites disease. Leafy greens and herbs. Spinach, mustard greens, Swiss chard, and kale can be sown for baby leaves. Plant in partial shade to reduce heat stress. Basil, dill, cilantro, and parsley grow well in warm soil. Pinch flower heads to keep them productive. Radishes, turnips, and baby carrots mature in 30 to 50 days and fit between slower crops. Practice succession sowing every 7 to 10 days for a steady supply rather than one big harvest. Bed preparation. Remove spent crops entirely, including roots, to reduce disease and pest carryover. Loosen compacted areas with a fork or broad fork. Mix in 2 to 3 inches of compost or aged manure. Raised beds often need nutrient replenishment mid-season. Water thoroughly the day before seeding. Seeds germinate better in moist, not dry, soil. Rake smooth and follow spacing on seed packets. Crowding increases disease risk. Managing heat and water. Apply a 2 to 3 inch layer of mulch after planting to keep soil temperatures stable and reduce evaporation. Use shade cloth over tender seedlings for the first 5 to 7 days. Water early in the morning to minimize evaporation and reduce evening humidity that fosters fungus. If heavy rain crusts the soil, gently scratch the surface with a hand rake to restore airflow to roots. Pest and disease management. Squash vine borers. Cover young squash plants with row cover until flowering. Cucumber beetles. Use sticky traps or hand pick early in the day. Aphids. Spray with diluted soapy water or neem oil. Rotate crops. Don't plant the same type in the same bed you used in spring. Sanitize pruners or shears between plants to prevent spreading disease. Extra productivity tips. Keep a simple garden journal, note planting dates, weather, and yields to improve next season. Harvest frequently to keep plants producing. Consider drip irrigation or soaker hoses to deliver water directly to roots. For small spaces, interplant quick greens between slower crops like corn or squash. Quick soil boosters for mid-season. Even after adding compost, some beds might need extra nutrients. Here's how to give a fast, gentle boost. Banana peel tea. Soak chopped peels in water for 2 to 3 days, then water plants. Great source of potassium for fruiting crops. Crushed eggshells. Sprinkle lightly around tomatoes or peppers to add calcium and prevent blossom end rot. Coffee grounds. Mix a small handful into the soil for nitrogen, perfect for leafy greens. Tip: always apply these after watering, not on dry soil, to avoid root burn. Improve pollination for a bigger harvest. In midsummer, pollinators can drop off in some areas, reducing yields. Here's how to help. Plant quick-blooming flowers like zinnias, cosmos, or sunflowers near your vegetables. Hand-pollinate crops like squash by moving pollen from male to female flowers with a small brush or cotton swab. Mist flowers with water early in the morning, this helps release pollen naturally. Tip: avoid chemical sprays during bloom, they can harm pollinators. July is not the end of the gardening season, it's a chance for a second harvest. With succession planting, you can resow corn, beans, cucumbers, zucchini, plus greens and herbs, and enjoy a productive garden well into fall. Clear beds, enrich your soil, plant smart, and manage heat and pests. You'll be rewarded with fresh produce long after many gardeners have given up. If these tips helped you, hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, what are you planting in July? Happy planting!